You like that, dude? You like that old garage band loop that I made? I was going to make that into a song, and it just never happened. And I was like, you know what, dude? Fuck it. I just wanted a loop like, what's up, Mick? What's up, Mick? I wanted a loop that, or I wanted music that I wouldn't have to like, because I was using like the copyright free shit, and it was just such a pain in the ass having to like give. And it's not like I might have given them credit, but it became a hassle. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to make my own fucking shit. And I was going to make it a song, but I was like, this is a lot of work. And not a good call. That's not a good call. Not a very good call. Now, how dare you insult that just top level musicianship, producermanship? Nah, but I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just going to make my own track. That way I don't have to give anyone credit but myself. And I don't give a fuck what it becomes. And so that's just what it was. I was like, it was going to be a song. I was like, nah, fuck it. I was like, this is just the music. I can just let it play just for some bullshit for the intro. And there you go. That's word. I just didn't want to fuck. I was just, it's just a laziness thing. I was like, I just don't want to fucking deal with, you know, any of that. What's up, though, dude? How are you? Shout out to you for being the only person in here. Let's fucking smoke weed about it. You listen to just my 2 cents. Going live on a Tuesday night. Going up on a Tuesday. Here's the thing, though. It's Division I football. It's a Big 12. Yeah, 2 weeks after finals. Yeah, week of July 4th. And yeah, week before conditioning. That's a month. That's more time off than you guys get. And we're a little upset that we don't get 2 weeks, 3 weeks off. Go play intramurals, brother. Go play intramurals. Well, Dan Hawkins, just for you. It's one of my favorites, dude. All right, before I get too deep into this stream here, shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. I know Mick is, but just for anybody else that might see it, come across this, luckily. Probably not, but by chance. Subscribe to Aaron the Dog MMA. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, Wednesday. That will be Wednesday, August 16th. 2023 for the UFC 292 breakdown. I'm going to be previewing UFC 292 ever so slightly, just a little bit of a taste of it, just a teaser of a little bit of a thing. What this really is I need to eat some crow from this past weekend. I'll talk briefly about the Contender Series and then just kind of briefly just talk a little bit of shit about 292. But really, I'm going to save a little meat on the bone, as Aaron likes to say. I'll give him credit for that one, I guess. But nah, I'll leave most of the meat on the bone for mañana. So I hope you guys tune into that. Shout out to my dude Aaron the dog, and yeah, shout out to Stubborn Mick as well. He knows old Aaron. Shout out to my dude, man. What up, boy? What are you doing? Shout out to the homie, the general, the leader of the greatest group chat in the whole world. Really kind of VIPs only, you know. No posers or hoes or shitheads. Nobody like that is allowed. And if they do happen to find themselves in there, they will be thoroughly judged. And if they need be, executed by that dude right there. Jerky boy! What up, Zach Johnson? What up, Jerky Buster? Want to get jerky busted upside your fucking gangster grizzle? Appreciate it, dude. What's up, Henny and Perp? How are you doing, man? I hope y'all doing well. Appreciate it, dude. Homie Noah, what up? What are you doing? Yeah, man. A little late night stilo. So I need to get a little crow eaten for the record. Move on from this past weekend. I was going to do this stream. I intended to do this stream early today. But because of the free plan bullshit, I was unable to create this broadcast until just recently. I had to wait. Because I don't want to fucking pay $25 a month for the basic fucking plan. I'll just eat the 20 hours for free. Anyways, that's why the late night. Coming to you live from the fucking animal kingdom, doing some house/animal sitting in the Eastern Shore. So still pretty close to home, still in the area. But yeah, several dogs, even more cats. They're great. They're great pets, man. They're all like, I love dogs. Certain cats are pretty cool. These are all pretty cool cats for the most part. They're a lot, but they're also, they're good pets. It's a good time. But yeah, it's just inundated with fucking dogs and cats for a week. Just a week. Thank God. Yeah, what's up though? I'm here. I hope the sound is okay. I just want to let you guys know I'm not at home base. I'm at an outpost. Fam friends. You can probably hear the ceiling fan. I hope it's not too loud, and if it is, I don't know, suck my taint. I'm not gonna fucking. I gotta have it at least a certain volume. But anyways, what's up? Yeah, Zach, you old fucking meat dry jerky. There he is. Speak of the devil, and he will appear. You like dry meat. You like gay ass dry meat. You fucking dry meat jerky maker. Fucking buster. Oh, nice. Ain't even purpose talking about you, dude. Your ears burning, Noah? It is too loud. Well, I don't give a good goddamn what you think. You're not going to cyberbully me into changing anything. You know what, Zach? Oh my God. I do not have time for you. I don't have time for that. I've got many things to attend to, many things on the docket. So we're going to move forward amicably. If you want to have a little fucking, if you want to duel, we can do that. I'm going to put one right between your teeth. It's going to pop out the back of your neck. Let's get this out of the way. Let's knock UFC 78 out of the way real quick, and then we can move forward. Talk about the Contender Series briefly. There's not much to talk about there. Actually, let's talk about the Contender Series since that's the most recent thing that happened. Just get it out of the way. No, I'm just kidding. I'd never harm Zach. Because I'd be being a hypocrite, man. You know how many people you know how many lives Zach has ruined with this cyberbullying? You think I would ever want to be that? Because then Zach wins. You think I'm gonna let that jerky making son of a bitch fucking win? Nah, dude, y'all got another thing coming. All right, let's talk about Contender Series real quick. I thought there were only 3 people that were worthy of a contract. I don't know about y'all. We're just gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it relevant. We're gonna keep it topical. At the beginning, there's 4 people in here. That's enough to have a little discussion. I don't know about you, Brages. Even you, Zach. Even you, Zach Johnson. Who, just for the record, just for whose opinion, for the record, I don't give a shit about. Even you, sir. No, I'm just kidding, Zach. Tell me what you thought about this. I'm being genuine. I thought there were, in my opinion, there were only 3 fighters that were worthy of a contract. So I didn't even bother power ranking the other 2, but I did power rank the 3 people that I did think deserve contracts. And I gave Zach a lot of grief. I gave Zach a hard time about this fighter just because I thought they had a funny name. And yeah, but I will say this, and I think Zach would agree with this. I thought he had the best performance. I thought these fighters were the only 3 that really deserved to get signed. I can't remember who Dana signed. It doesn't really matter. This is just what I thought about the fights. These were the only ones that really caught my attention. The other 2, man, I'm sorry. I don't care what you had to go through or how big of a fucking underdog you were. It's Dana White Contender Series. Like, unless this dude, and I understand, I know there's some fucking good fighters that have been on Dana White Contender Series, not finished their fight or gone to decision and then gotten into the UFC and had an impressive finish. I get that. I know. I like someone can point that out and poke holes in that. I'm just saying, Dana White Contender Series, the ones that impress me the most are the ones that get finishes. These 3 fighters got the finishes. These are the ones if I was Dana, these are the ones I would sign. I thought Mora, I like what I saw from her. Should take the opponent, smash her face. I like that. I like Aslan. He took care of business pretty quickly. And I gave Giovanni Giorgio the number 1 spot just because I thought he put his opponent away with just a little bit more authority. Like, he actually flattened the dude. So I will give the ever so slight edge to him. But yeah, that's pretty much what I thought about it. Not too much to get into. It just is what it was. Was what it is. There you go. That is a fucking mouthful, man. What a first name. Yeah, no, dude, I'm hilarious. The entire premise of watched UFC Outcast versus Dana White Contender Series. Never was. A terrible idea. What I don't understand, and what I think, I think the Ultimate Fighter is the thing that's redundant now. I get the purpose of Dana White Contender Series, and I ultimately think Dana White Contender Series is like the natural progression of what the Ultimate Fighter started out as. Like, I get that it's a reality TV series, and that sets it apart from Contender Series, which is just straight up, this is 5 fights, guys that are trying to get in the UFC. Like, that's pretty much it. But like, I get Tough is a little bit different than that. It's like a reality show, blah, blah, blah. They're in the house. It's bullshit, typical reality show stuff. But it's just not necessary at this point. I think Dana White Contender Series should just take the place of it. They should just let it go by the wayside. This would be a good season to end it. Connor, Chandler, it sounds like they are actually going to fight. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really keep my ear too close to the streets on Connor. You'd have to ask like Jackie Boy would probably know a lot more than I do, or maybe one of y'all does, but I don't know, man. But I think Tough is kind of just like, has it not jumped the shark? Is this not the epitome of jumping the fucking shark? No shit. 31 seasons, Jesus Christ. Is enough not fucking enough? Yeah, you could give Aslan the top spot too. I'd give either one of them. But yeah, they both look good. I'd sign all of them if I was Dave. If I was fucking Dana Red. Yeah, it's God, dude. That one guy would not shut the fuck up. The dude that had a busted up face. What was his name? The Al Hafez. That dude. Whatever. He was probably one of the most boring fighters, and he would not shut the fuck up. Dude, make your promos more concise. Not only was it boring, but it just went on and on and on and on, dude. Man, I just can't believe I worked so hard to get to this moment, and I can't believe this is happening, and just the same old bullshit that you always hear. Just would not stop, man. It was tough to listen to. Yeah, listen to it twice. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if he's in the pool or not. I know, dude. They're all like, it's all second run dudes. Hollabow, Hubbard, Roosevelt Roberts. They literally made the theme like of the season second run dudes versus up and coming soon to be jobbers. Like, what the fuck is this, man? It was something, dude. It was something, all right. Yeah, it's like, well, at least I'll give him credit for this. He can make his promos a lot better. At least he has just that one idea, Turkish power, just say it once, add one more thing to it, and you're good. That other guy, he would just like, it was just one generic thing after another. I can't wait to show what else I have. You haven't seen, you've only seen just like a small percentage of what I can do. I can't wait to get into the UFC and show what I can do. I'd love to fight this. I'd love to do this. Like, so much preparation time was put into this. It's just like, dude, oh my God, wrap that shit up, B. Wrap that gavel up, B. Even Laura was like kind of making a joke about it. It's like, dude, let's get on with it. Speaking of that, that's all I have to say about Dana White Contender Series. Yeah. Is Mike Tyson the most renowned Muslim convert? Or Islamic convert? Anyways, man, so that was Dana White Contender Series. Let me breeze through UFC Vegas 78. Let me see how quick I can get. Speaking of long-winded ass motherfuckers, hypocritical long-winded ass motherfuckers, pot calling the kettle black ass dudes like me. Let's crank through this thing, man. I turn around, there's just crank right in my face. Larry Brown. Thanks, Toby. Let's see. I know I made one for this. Okay, here we go. All right, UFC Vegas 78 recap. I know I made one, man. Come on, dude. All these other fucking Spanish. I didn't make one for this. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. UFC Vegas 78 recap. It was okay. It was aight. Was it the worst fight card ever? No. Was it the best? Huh. I mean, one of the most forgettable, I guess. Like, it wasn't the worst ever, but forgettable, absolutely. What are you guys really going to remember? I mean, well, there was maybe a couple things that I'll remember. Maybe I'm being a little harsh. Yay! That needs to be a fucking... That's way too big and bold of letters there. Okay, there we go. UFC Vegas 78 recap. No fucking emojis for now. Let's just blow through this very quickly. Like I said, technically, dude, it was kind of a historical card as far as the results of the fights. It is tied. I can't remember which event, but it's tied for the most first round finishes ever with 7. I'm sure someone, if some Jamie wants to look that up. I can't remember which one is tied with, but hey, technically there were 7 first round finishes. Every fight in the prelim ended in a finish. So yeah, like if you were a fan there, and hey, that was just as good a reason as ever to like check out the prelims. So yeah. But like, I'll tell you what, this is one of the instances where if you're watching at home, yeah, you're getting a good vantage point, a good view and all that, but oh my God, the fucking amount of promo and all that other bullshit you gotta listen to. Jesus Christ. But yeah, man. So let's see, we're on UFC Vegas 78. Oh, real quick. Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. I was in their Fight Companion stream. They usually do one Saturday night for the UFC events. I'll be in there this Saturday as well. So make sure y'all sign up for the Pub UFC contest. I believe it's free now to sign up. So check that out. And check out their Contender Series stream as well. I was in there for a little bit. So best of luck to all of them this weekend. I will be there Saturday. So UFC Vegas 78. First fight. Let's fucking go. It was a chick fight, and it was Luana Santos beating the ever-loving shit out of Juliana Miller. Man, I don't know what it is. Miller just... Speaking of tough. Speaking of fraudulence and tough and not needing tough anymore, she won that shit. Juliana Miller won tough. That's how much of a joke that's how much of the shark that fucking show has jumped. Hey. Jumping the shark with Patsy and Juliana. And fucking Brad Katona, who won tough already, got into the UFC, got rejected, coming back around for another turn. Unfucking real, dude. The shit just writes itself. It was the joke just fucking writes itself. I mean, good Lord. So yeah, Santos beats the fucking Christ out of Juliana Miller. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say? Yeah, beat the shit out of her. What else can I say? Now this was one of the more memorable moments. I mean, literally UFC history. Just the third twister ever. It was Bryce Mitchell and Korean Zombie. I can't remember exactly who Korean Zombie did it to. I don't remember. I don't really care that much, honestly. But no, this was crazy. Yep. And I think I did have Blackshear by submission, but I did not expect it to be a fucking twister. So that was pretty sick. Shout out to Damon Blackshear for literally making UFC history on a quote-unquote historical night. Like, yeah, overall, like it was fucking okay. I'd probably give the card, if I had to give the card a grade, I'd give it a B minus. Blah blah blah. Like even Elaine would have hit him with it. Blah 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 blah. Let's fucking get on with it. Yeah, she's a complete fraud, man. Hey, dude, it's a good theory, dude. I wonder if homie Noah would agree. What up, Lobby? Nice, dude. Well, you know what, Lobby? Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you for being a loyal and a regular listener and supporter of this channel. So cheers to you, my friend. Got a little cherry pie. OG. Classic, dude. Classic hybrid. Oh, dip. Yep. Granddaddy Perp and Durban Poison met and fucked. And this is what they birthed. I got the binger too. In the animal kingdom, the house binger. Cheers. Lobby, Mick, even fucking, you know what, Zach? I'll even pass the binger to you. Sucking down that jerky, dude. Like it won't nothing. Unreal. Cheers. Santos and Bulgarian lock, dude. Prelims were good. A lot of bad main card fights. I agree. I mean, actually, no, dude. Fuck. I'm not smoking the cherry pie OG. I forgot I'm smoking the I had some of this the other week, and I just got another eighth of it. It's GMO, which is AKA garlic cookies. It's that crossed with Skywalker OG. So yeah, I feel like I had this a week ago, but it's good. It's pretty got it for a pretty reasonable price. So yeah, what am I fucking? Yeah, so Damon Blackshear, shout out to him. I just got to eat crow here. I did have a little bet on Monster Rat, try to get cute. Amarim is a good grappler. I don't really think that Montserrat is terrible. You know, she got the fuck beaten out of her by Amanda Lemos, who's about to fight for the title. And Amarim's pretty good too, so I don't think those losses are necessarily like mean she's shit. And I think like it's a pretty decent, what I'm trying to say is I think it's a pretty decent win for Amarim. But she impressed me, man. She definitely whooped up on Montserrat. Like, I'll say she's still a little bit green. Like in the third round, if Ruiz didn't make that mistake and just get swept, like she might have been in trouble. So I'm interested to see what happens against a better fighter moving forward. But like I said, I'm interested. So see what happens. So I ate crow there, and I tried to get cute with that, and yeah, that did not work. Hey, one person that's in here on some real shit, is that fucking fan obnoxious? Is it unbearable? Noah, is it unbearable? I know Noah will tell me what the real fucking deal is with the sound. OG Kush live rosin. I'm jealous, man. It's been around for years. Like it's a very old school strain, but it's the backbone of so many classic hybrids and generations of it. Really, it's what you're smoking, dude, or what you're vaping is OG Kush. It's like I've gone on record. It's my favorite all-time strain. So yeah, I'm sure the live rosin was just fucking proper. So cheers, dude. Yeah. So good on your end. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, when I'm not speaking, it's not making a sound bar. It's not setting a sound bar off, at least on the avatar. So hold on. No. Okay, cool. Appreciate it, Noah. So yeah. All right. Moving on. Moving forward. So yeah, busted that. Okay, man. Look, I'm gonna compose a list. Not now. Towards the end of the year. Your boy likes to compose end of the year lists. I'm gonna have even more this year. I'm gonna have a knockout of the year list. I did a submission of the year list. I'm gonna do that as well. I'm also gonna have a list of my shitty fucking bets because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't make dumb fuck, retardo, dumb fuck bets. I'm not gonna act like that. I'm not better than anybody. I make some really fucking stupid bets. So I'm gonna compile a list of them. I just want to let that be known right now. But if you bet Josh Parisian, that is a just stupid fucking bet. There's no, oh, I had the right read on this. It was just a bad beat. In a different circumstance, like I still think it was somehow a good, like, no, that's a terrible bet. There was no, like, what is Josh Parisian even still doing in the UFC? I talked about this multiple times this past week. Aaron said this, like, what is Josh Parisian still doing in the UFC? Other than being a warm body to be beaten upon. Maybe just fighting out his contract. Just opportunistic. Like, okay, he was around at a time where they just needed dudes to fill fight cards. And so he was able to get another contract. And that's why I can't see any other reason why he would still be around. Budai was my L word. And I told, like, I was in, shout out to Patrick, aka Addicted to Combat. I said it in his stream. I said it like all fucking week. Budai is one of the most solid parlay pieces. He is one of the most can't miss L words of the week. And that is fucked up. That should not be in a world, but it was. He smoked him, dude. He just fat boyed him. He got on top of him, did the number one big boy, strong man, fat boy move. Just give me your arm, snap. Like, that's exactly what he did. I mean, fuck, come on, man. There were people, and y'all know exactly how, there were people that bet hundreds of dollars on Josh fucking Parisian. What's that, baby? What's going on for this? I mean, goddamn. I made some bad bets this year. So I'm not saying that I haven't done that shit too, but you can add yourself, like, you can add that bet to the list of dumbest fucking bets made this year. For some people, it might have been the dumbest bet they ever made in their fucking career of betting. But goodness, that was, if you wanted to pass, I don't blame anyone. But laying it down on Josh Parisian, betting Josh Parisian, period. That was a favorite or pass spot if there ever was one. But like I said, for me, Budai was like, I mean, I was confident in Luque too. I was confident in Dobson, but not like that. Like, I don't know, man. I agree, Lobby. Yes, I agree. Sir, I beg your pardon? Busted my Luque bags? No, busted nothing. Oh, you mean Monster Rat? Yeah, that one. Just that one. That's all right, though. Dude, he just sat on him. Just bah. Sat on him. Give me that fucking arm. What's up, Scooby? Yeah, Basura, big time. Yeah, look like minus 800. So yeah, that happened. Um, okay, now credit to Isaac Bulgarian. He pounced on Francis Marshall. That's a good win. I still want to see what Bulgarian looks like extended. It's not like I'm saying fade the dude, but I am interested to see what he looks like if somebody can push him past the first round, because to his credit, he fought like he fought like it was the last round. He was like, this is my last chance to get this finish. And he got it. Like, he fucking hammer smashed Francis Marshall. Fucked him up. More power to him. All credit to him. I'm just saying, now I want, like, cool, like let's just see him against somebody better. Somebody that maybe can weather that storm. Like, there's better fighters than Francis Marshall in that division, and I want to see, yeah, okay. Like, let's giddy up, ride him cowboy, let's go, dude. That's impressive. I'm not going to hate on it. Like, Francis Marshall, hey, I'll eat the crow, man. I think Francis Marshall's a pretty good win. So, good job, Isaac Bulgarian. Man, you sure did, dude. Here's me eating crow. Fuck. Yeah, for sure. For sure, dude. All right. Hey, man, how about some more crow? How about a little bit more? Yeah, this was probably, a pretty good bounce back spot for McKinney in hindsight, and I mean, it was. I just don't know if, like, moving forward, like, what it really doesn't tell me much about McKinney. It just doesn't. It doesn't really tell me much about Breeden either. Like, I had bet Breeden. I thought it was a pretty good number. It just he didn't get past the threshold that he needed to, or whatever. That's not a good way of saying that, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, he didn't. There's a storm to weather with McKinney every single time, and he just couldn't do it. So whatever. Again, like, I just don't know. With a better fighter than Breeden, it's still like I still have the same concerns for McKinney, and he will get a better fighter than Breeden now. So I just, like I said, it doesn't tell me much. But good for McKinney. I'm not trying to hate on him or anything. And yeah, T-Rex, this crow's for you, man. You fucking showed me. Made me look stupid. So yeah, good for him, T-Rex. So who do they give him now? Who do they give McKinney now? Jackie boy. Here's looking at you, Jack. So I used a free bet on Bays by submission, but I did pick McGee technically. So I kind of like hedged a little bit there, but it was a free bet, so I don't think I would have bet Bays otherwise. But it was like plus 700, so I was like, fuck it. But yeah, face first. Bays is a guy that could probably have more success in another organization in the right matchup against a lower, like, just picture JP Bays against a lower level of competition, against maybe some dudes that don't hit as hard. Like, McGee's decent. Like, other decent fighters have done that same shit to JP Bays. So, like, yeah, Newsom isn't like a world beater. JP Bays certainly isn't, but, like, yeah, that's what you do to him. You just fucking just one punch him. So yeah, I mean, McGee again. Like, I don't know how much exactly that tells me about McGee, but that's what you do. Like, I can't like, nah, dude, you should have done it a little bit quicker. Like, nah, dude, that's what you used to do. JP Bays, you just fucking smoke him. McKinney, same with McKinney. It's just like, hey, what can you say, dude? That's what you're supposed to do against that level of opponent. Just fucking obliterate him. So yeah, congrats to McGee. Excuse me. And yeah, JP probably better off at a lower level of organization. Downhill from here, Pick Bays and Breeden also complete garbage. But I agree, dude. They just fucking dookie duke. Hi, Charles Smith. How are you? After the fight, I had dream Breeden survived round 1 onslaught. McKinney did gas and get KO'd. Like that, yeah, that's kind of like the same. That's kind of the same concern I have for McKinney, especially against a better fighter. You know what I mean? Anyways, but yeah, I got to eat crow on the free bet, but that's the only reason I did it. It was free roll. Josh Fremd. What can I say, man? Like, I wasn't very impressed. He missed weight. I have never been a big Fremd dude. I've always just been kind of looking to fade the guy. It's cost me. Like I picked Cedricus Dumas against Fremd. I still like. He did not like. He clearly won. I'm not saying that, but he didn't like blow my socks off, dude. He won. Again, did his job, but was not like. I can't say I'm like super impressed with McKinney or McGee, but like they did their jobs. Like they destroyed Breeden and Bays respectively. But like Friend, like going to decision with Pickett, like when you got a huge grappling advantage and you miss weight, just like womp womp womp. Like it's okay, cool story. You decision fucking Jamie Pickett. You know, what am I supposed to do with that information? Probably nothing, right? I think that's exactly what I'm going to do with it. Let's fucking go, dude. Let us motherfucking go. AJ Dobson, I was far from the only person to pick or bet AJ Dobson. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog. Shout out to my dude UFC Bro Picks. Like Aaron the Dog, make sure y'all subscribe to UFC Bro Picks. I know he was on Dobson. And yeah, Dobson did pretty much what I thought he would. You know, again, this is an Aaron the Dog thing. BMF, better MMA fighter. Dobson's better. Just better all around, better skill set, better like striking, better wrestling. Better jerseys, better all of that shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, cash that shit. Was not a like nothing. My betting evening was nothing to write home about. It was just very you know, I was thankful to have the evening that I did. I'll just put it like that. Yasmin, Lucindo, I think it's Lucinda. Arm triangles, Poliana Viana. That was another kind of not so great bet. Poliana it's not a good bet. That's not one where I can go back and be like, oh, well, the value is like, you know, nah, dude, it's just a shitty bet. And Lucinda is just better than I wanted to give her credit for. Like, I just, you know, she's young, better grappler than I definitely should have acknowledged that ahead of time, but I know better now. She's young. So, yeah. More crow for me, dude. This is another one, man. I'm sorry. Again, I'm going to compile a list of my dumb motherfucking bets that I've made this year that have been the reason that I've only recently just now got in the green. I made a bunch of them, dude. But if you bet Chris Dawkins, you can add that to the list of dumbest fucking bets of 2023. Because that shit is addled. Chris Dawkins, dude, against Khalil Roundtree. Aaron and I were joking about this. Those lines, if you looked at the lines for that, like the first round knockout for Khalil or just the knockout period, they were telling you. Even the bookies were like, dude, it's going to happen. Get a better line somewhere else. Get Scram. Scram, you fucking punters, you degenerates. This is clearly going to happen. There are better lines elsewhere to be had. It's just wild, dude. Even the bookies were telling you to stay away from it. Just that was just this one, Dawkins and Parisian. What are you thinking about? If you weren't thinking, you wouldn't have thought that. So, yeah, that was very, very one of the easiest picks. Very, very much one of the easiest picks. I'm doing good eating macaroni. That's good. All right, peace. Later. Jamie Pickett has 8 UFC fights, never won it. Yeah, exactly. Another dude where it's like, what? You're just filling a roster spot. Yeah, man. Dude, Bro Picks is on a fucking heater, dude. You love to see it, man. Luckily, I wasn't talking to Valdez. I missed that plus money on Navarrete. Aviantu, we thought you. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a bad bet. Just happens sometimes. Yeah, that's just the writing's on the wall, man. The Dawkins brothers, just the Doofus brothers. Yeah, exactly right. You tell me, man. Let's get those stats, dude. Just because it's a rhetorical question doesn't mean you can't answer it yourself, you know? McGinney. I combined the name McKinney McGee. McKinney McGee, Roundtree, round 1, KO hindsight 2020. Yeah, exactly, dude. Those should have been just fucking auto bets. I totally agree. Let's talk about it real quick. There's not much to say, but I'll just, for the record, say, come on, man. Even Cub. I very rarely do you see this. Shout out to Cub Swanson. He even straight up's like, even when fighters will kind of know that they lost a close one, very rarely do they straight up say, I lost that. When they've been awarded the victory, you are very, very rarely going to hear a fighter say that, nah, I shouldn't have got that. So shout out, major props and major respect. I've always respected Cub Swanson as a fighter, and he of course, just seems like a solid dude all around. But, man, major respect for that, because that is a rare thing in 2023. So yeah, but I mean, come on, man. What else needs to be said? Even Cub said he lost. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? You know, that's just it's ridiculous. It's too. I don't have enough time to talk about it. It's just politics and bullshit, and it's just, yeah. Let's go, dude. Luke, brain bleeding on everyone, dude. Subdural hematomas for the win, man. I mean, there is no way that I could have foreseen it would go down like that. Like, yeah, I had Luke. The reads that I had on RDA were all there. He looked old. He looked slow. He looked tired. He looked like his best days were certainly behind him. I mean, that's Luque, man. Luque it's not the first fighter like this he's done it. Like he did it to Woodley. He makes dudes that are past their prime. It makes like RDA and Woodley make Luque look like he could be a title challenger, and he's honestly he's a good fighter. Like he is no less than a good fighter. He's borderline great fighter. I'd say he's a really good fighter. I think that's fair to say about Luque. He's a really good fighter, and certainly after that performance, like yeah. But you know, I'm also not gonna suddenly be like, oh, dude, like act like he beat prime RDA. Like I'm not gonna like shit on that. Like I'm not gonna be like, because some people are gonna do that. They can be like, oh, dude, we'll see RDA, and I, dude, I knew people. Some people are gonna be fucking guilty of this, and the people that are, I knew they would fucking do it because they will. They're gonna be all of a sudden RDA is washed. Like no, you should have fucking known that beforehand. Of course he's washed. He's fucking my age. Like, have you not seen what he's looked like at welterweight for the entire fucking time he's been here? Years now. He's a lightweight. He's not a big welterweight. He wasn't a big lightweight. He's just not. Luque reversed almost every single fucking takedown attempt. How many times did RDA get him down? Like 2 or 3 times. How many times did Luque get RDA down? Now look, I did not foresee Luque being Vicente Lucamadov. So I'll throw my hands up there. I did not see that being the method of victory. Him just being like super duper safe. Like, man, did he play it safe. I can't say I blame him, but I did not foresee that, certainly. But the things about RDA, like, yeah, I did not think that RDA was going to go in there and ragdoll Luque. I just didn't. He's just not big enough. I don't know. That was that. So that part, yeah. I kind of saw that coming. But yeah, Luque. Moving forward, though, it doesn't say much about Luque. Honestly, like I think that. Yeah, with more time away from taking a ton of damage. Well, and this is another thing. I was like, RDA. It would have been his first knockdown he ever recorded at welterweight if he had dropped Luque. And Luque's a dude that's just took a ton of brain damage. So it's like, nah, man. But again, like he did crack him. He did crack Luque, and against someone that's hits harder than RDA. He's certainly going to get a tougher fight than RDA after this. That was a showcase spot for him. One of the better wins of his career on paper. So he could get it in his next one, man. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, dude. But yeah, let's go cash it. Got me my money back pretty much. So I mean, yes, anyone that bet Dawodu, you got screwed. But dude, people took some fucking blood baths, dude. People lost their ass doesn't even come close to describing it, dude. Lost an amount of money like many men have been killed over that amount of money. Trust and believe that. So I will take what the fuck I got and what I got away with. So yeah, that should have been 8-5. So I was a little frustrated about that. I lost a 1/10 of a percentage point, but I mostly just stayed about the same. I pretty much broke even, but technically I won $1. I'll take $1 as opposed to losing like over 5,000. I'll take it. So yeah, ever so slightly onward and upward, gentlemen. Up 6.1 now. What do I always say? This was just don't do it. Don't fucking do it. just for entertainment, man. All right, so we talked about UFC 270 or UFC Vegas 78. That's pretty much the recap on that. Mostly forgettable card. Had to eat some crow. Definitely learned some things about some fighters for sure. I'll definitely be on the lookout for Lucindo now, or Lucinda. A little bit higher on her now. Bulgarian, yeah, I'll be on the lookout for just if he fights someone with pretty good takedown defense and good cardio. I do want to see what it looks like. Getting a little bit extended, but yeah, impressed by him. Blackshear looked good. Luke, I still have concerns about him, but that pretty it didn't go down exactly the way I thought it would, but the way that RDA looked how I thought he would. But yeah, overall, that was 78. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about 292. Let's do that. What to say? A-side got the gift. Yeah, man, that was kind of corny. You talking about the Cub Dawodu fight? If that's what you're talking about, yeah, that's some old fucking bullshit. I'm not even gonna spend another second breaking down what happened round to round. It was a robbery. When the dude that got awarded the victory himself tells you, "Nah, I was down 2 rounds," like, there you go. Literally straight from the horse's mouth. What else do you need to hear, man? And that is for a fighter to say that, you just know. That's all you need to hear. Hey, man, I can't hate anyone that made off. If you bet Cub, I'm not mad at you. Go on, take the money and run. Hoo. Seriously, man. Yeah, Jimmy the Drunk told me to bet Luke and you won 300. Nice, dude. Yep. Luke was the side. RDA doesn't have the grappling. If he doesn't have the grappling edge, he loses. Yeah, definitely. Turns out Luke was a better grappler. Yeah, I did not see that. I really did not see that. But what I did think and what I did suspect was that Luke had the good enough takedown defense to fend off. Now, like if RDA was a bigger dude, maybe not, but you look at RDA, he just never has the same success or physicality at 170 that he does at 155. I mean, that's what he is. All the success he had was at 155 against like Cowboy and Pettis, and he's got some good wins against fighters that were good in their once good fighters. So I'm not hating on RDA but I'll say this. And this is the final thing I'll say about RDA, and then we'll put this chapter to bed. I have been thinking about this for a while now, because this is one of the bigger what ifs. And give me 1 second. Hey, do you want me to come in there, or are you gonna bring that back in here? No, you're fine, sweetie.
So yeah, when I'm done, I'll bring it back in.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, one of the bigger what ifs that I've thought about. RDA and the notorious Conor McGregor. We almost got that fight. But looking back, and I've thought with that at the time, right? At that time, I was a Conor McGregor fan. I wasn't a stan. I didn't argue like crazy for him, but yeah, I enjoy watching Conor fight. When he was at his peak, when he beat Chad Mendez, when he knocked out Jose Aldo, when he destroyed Eddie Alvarez, I mean, I was impressed. his performance against Eddie Alvarez was still, you go back and watch it, it's pretty fucking impressive, dude. Well, that's around the time that he was supposed to fight RDA. I can't remember the exact timeline. In any case, I've thought about that for a couple years now, and my opinions kind of changed. And I've gone on about this for long enough, so I'll just say this. At that time, if they had fought at that time, I think Conor would have fucking smoked him. Now, thinking about it now, if he had fought Conor, prime Conor, the Conor that fought Eddie Alvarez, Conor would have fucking iced him. He would have put RDA in a fucking box. RDA, and this is another thing, this didn't really happen in the fight with Luque, but RDA's been knocked out 4 times, dude. He got, Eddie Alvarez destroyed Dos Anjos. Jeremy Stevens one-punched him back in the day, so it's not like he just started losing his durability. He's never really, low-key, he's never really been that durable. And 2015 Conor, RDA is probably lucky that Conor fight never happened. Because he might, who knows, man. The Conor that fought Eddie Alvarez, that's around the same time, dude. That's when Conor took the belt that Eddie took off RDA. That's the same belt that Conor took off Eddie. RDA would have gotten fucking obliterated. I'm just sorry. I like RDA. Kind of at the time, I was still a fan. I was a fan of Conor, but I was that was probably my peak of Conor fandom. After that, a few years after that, I was kind of after all the Floyd shit happened, seeing how Conor took it and kind of watching his, I started to go, man, fuck Conor. And I was kind of man, RDA would have whooped his ass. But now that I've had several years to go back, and it's every time I hear anyone talk about that fight, dude, if he had fought Conor back in 2015, he would have gotten fucking sniped. He would have gotten fucking smoked in the first round. Conor up on the cage. Dude, it would have been ugly. But anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Yeah, he just does. He starches him. That Conor, 2015, he was in the Matrix. All right. Let's talk about this. Let's do 292. Just a little preview. Just a little taste, boys and girls. Just a little tease. A little 292 teaser. How about that? Say that 10 times. Can you say bong rips? Bing bong rips, dude? Can you say that 10 times? If I can get 10 people in here, I'll take 10 bong rips in a row. I will do that, but because I know that shit won't happen right now. But yeah, if I get 10 people in here before I end this stream, I'll take 10 bong rips in a row. And you'll be able to hear him too. I know you can't see me, but you'll be able to hear him. I won't sandbag him. We're an hour in. I don't think this is going to be a super duper long stream, though, truth be told. Because I have a bunch to say about 292, but I'm going to be saying it tomorrow. So yes, I do have a little bit to say about 292, but like I said, I'm going to be saving the majority of the juicy shit for Aaron the Dog stream tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you subscribe to his channel and check it out. But I've made a few bets for this card. Actually, most of my slate is compiled. the Voltron of my 292 slate will not be complete without the John Lee parlay, but my slate is pretty much complete. And I will tell y'all one bet that I've already made. And then the rest of them, you can just find out tomorrow. And I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Because it's getting on midnight. So, 292, boys. What's on your mind? We can talk about things in general terms. 292 is taking place at the TD Garden, a.k.a. the Garden, a.k.a. Beantown, a.k.a. Boston. I think that, this is like the 9th time they've been to Boston. Not quite double digits, but like getting up there, like 8th or 9th time, I think, something like that. So, but thinking about it, like, why? Why is it in fucking Boston? I don't understand that. I'm gonna ask Aaron what he thinks about that tomorrow, but I don't get that. Is it I guess like there's a huge Irish community. I guess I get that. The huge Irish American population in the Northeast, O'Malley, but like it's kind of corny because O'Malley's from fucking Arizona. Like he's a West Coast dude. He's like a mountain Southwest, like, and Aljo's from New York. It's like, what the fuck is this? Why didn't you just have it in New York or like New Jersey, closer to Aljo's backyard? I don't know. That makes no sense to me. Stupid, dude. I guess, dude. Pedro might be my only underdog. Sean could be live. So this is another card where it's underdogs. That's what it was this past week. I pretty much broke even. But I did it again this week. I bet several dogs. I have one parlay right now. No, it's not true. I have two parlays. Like I said, the last one will be added. The John Lee will be the last piece. It'll be the last component that forms Voltron for 292. So I do, like I said, I do have one bet that I'm going to reveal here shortly. But yeah, 292 going down in Boston, coming up this Saturday. And the card itself, like, it's not bad. I can't totally shit on it. It's not incredible, but it's decent. Like, good main, good co-main. The Cocos are like the main card is decent. The prelims are okay too, but there's not that many fights on it. That's the only thing. Like, it's only 10 fights, 10 or 11 fights. So although the fights themselves are okay, it still feels like pieced together. If that makes sense. It's kind of weird. But let's see. Look at the card. Yeah, I agree. It feels like another, like, pick your dog card. Me and Aaron were talking about this past week that like that's what Vegas 78 was. I feel like this is another one. Just like take your dogs, and I'm the more and more, dude. No, man, I like the idea of like betting a dog. It's easy. You don't have to think too much about it. You don't have to depend on one like Kenner, dude. What in the fuck? You've been a fucking pain today, dude. So sorry, one of these cats is wigging out. You've literally gotten everything you could possibly want. And everybody's just chilled out right now. No one is fucking like, not a creature is stirring. You're just flipping out for no reason. I just don't understand it. Anyways, yeah, I like the idea of betting underdogs anymore because it's easy. You don't have to sweat a either a method of victory or a time. You don't have to wait like, oh, this like, just literally counting down the seconds. God, like, dude, I know a lot of people in this community that are good at that, like that are just really sharp with overs and unders. That shit is too fucking sweaty for me, man. That shit is too greasy. I don't feel comfortable enough with it. I don't like the idea of literally having to count down my bet. Like, I'd rather just be like, no, I think this dude is a better fighter. This line is totally fucking off. The value is just baked into the fucking money line. And you just fucking pull the trigger and you got, especially if it's like over plus 200. That's, man, it doesn't always hit for sure, but more and more I just like that. And I don't have to worry about, oh, I need this dude to do this exact fucking thing. But the only time I will say that is like a first round knockout. That's something that I could go back to a little bit more. I feel like of all the darts, that's one of the more like, if you can get a good feeling about, like I should have been on Khalil first round knockout versus Dawkins. The problem with that though is like, usually, like I said, the bookies are just like, dude, it's gonna fucking happen. So that's not a line that like necessarily jumps out. Like it's kind of like a plus 150. It's not the sexiest line, but come on, like that's what's gonna fucking happen. So that's, in hindsight, of course, always 2020, but in hindsight, it's like, nah, I should have smashed that. Like I should have, whatever I was gonna bet should be like Khalil first round knockout. Like it's gonna happen, boys. So yeah, that moving forward, like just kind of thinking about that. But like I like betting underdogs, dude. I've enjoyed it recently, and it's that's been a pretty key ingredient to me, getting back on track. So that's been my experience. It says there will be 12 once Hubbard and Hollowbow and Katona. Okay, Katona and Gibson. That was the one, because Hubbard Hollowbow. Yeah, that's one where I don't know, man. Y'all gotta tune in tomorrow to Aaron's show. General taking notes. Y'all gotta tune in tomorrow to Aaron's show to see my my pick on that one. But I'll just go ahead and tell you that I don't have anything on that fight right now as far as a bet. So I have, let me see my bets right now, actually. Shout out to the 4 people in the building, though, dude, for an impromptu, like, almost midnight stream where most people are either in bed or they're, like, have no idea. I mean, most people don't know I go live anyway, but at a random time, like, yeah, I'm going to get no visibility. Dude, you're making Coco look like the calm one. That's pretty fucked up, man. Going ballistic over one of my wife's hair ties. Fucking cats. Okay. As long as you don't fucking choke on it, man. All right. Let me look at these bets. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, what the fuck? Log in. Yep, the offer still stands, dude. If I can get 10 people in here, I will fucking smash 10. Oh, I will stroke the fucking binger 10 times in a row. And just get fucking super poofed out. But gotta hit them double digits, dude. But I think I'm gonna be straight. I don't think it's gonna be necessary. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I bet 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs. And I have 2 parlays. I'm going to reveal 1 dog this evening or this morning, whatever, technically. And then the rest of them, you just got to tune into Aaron the Dog, MMA, mañana. Yep, 4 dogs, 2 parlays. And the parlays are pretty, one's chalky, one is not. Dude, everyone is settled except you. 7 animals in this fucking house, including the fish. Even the fish aren't doing shit right now. Unreal. All right. So yeah, 4 dogs. All that I feel are pretty good value. Oh my God, Kenner, chill the fuck out. Nobody's keeping you from getting up there, man. Like you're acting like you haven't been fed or something. Unfucking real. So yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all 1 dog I bet. And it's pretty good. Some people got this at a better number. And kudos to them, man. Because I still think this is a pretty good number, but people got it even better than this. So keep that in mind. That's wild. It was even better. It was even steeper than this. This underdog, I feel, is not only live, but I don't even think they should be the underdog, period. I guess I can see why they are, but I don't think they should be, if that makes sense. So again, I guess I see why they are the underdog, but I don't think they should be. And this was kind of an automatic bet. I just saw the line and was like, nah. And for a little while, I had been like setting my own lines before I looked at the bookies lines, but I was familiar enough with these fighters. I just kind of looked at them and was like, you know what? Whatever. I'll just see if something looks off. It's not going to take me doing it like separately necessarily this time. So again, this was one where I was familiar with both of these guys, and it just seemed off, man. Like I don't, whether it hits or not, I feel like this is pretty good value. I know what I'm getting with them, and the conditions are definitely there for this dude to win. And I think it is way more times than this line says it will. So with that being said, I had mentioned this in the chat the day before, more. But yeah, this is the one bet I'm gonna reveal, and I think it's pretty good. I think it has a real good chance of hitting, because not only is his win condition there, but like he's good at the things that the other guy has kind of struggled with somewhat in the past. So yeah, this is my bet. One of the first bets I made. Wish I had gotten even of a better line, but for this, I'll still take it. Meerschaert. Gerald Meerschaert. His experience compared to Petrosky, his cardio. I know he has the cardio advantage. Even I'm not saying that like Petrosky is necessarily going to death gas, but I know that GM3 has cardio. Now, I understand that GM3 is susceptible to being caught early. That's how he lost his last fight. I don't think that Petrosky is quite as lethal as Joe Pyfer on the feet. He's just not. He doesn't have the reach that Pyfer does. He doesn't have the striking. He's a grappler. GM3 is a grappler too. Petrosky is not going to have as good a cardio as GM3. If the fight goes late, I know I can count on GM3 to still be there, to still be throwing on the feet. And if dude Petrosky shoots a sloppy takedown, he's likely to get fucking choked. GM3 is a legit black belt. Petrosky's what, like purple belt or something, brown belt? Not only, like, it's not just the belt color ranking. Like, GM3 is a seasoned MMA grappler, and he is very opportunistic against a tired opponent. A dude that he can see is melting in front of him, he just pounces on it. Especially in the grappling, like, this fight just screams like second or third round GM3 submission. I understand that he's, a bunch of people are going to be on him, but it just plus 200. He was more than that too. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's just, nah, man, that ain't right. That if you want to make GM3 like plus 150, plus 125, that's fine. That's I understand, like, Petrosky is a little bit younger, but he's not as proven. Like, he really hasn't beaten anybody. Like, yeah, GM3's like wins aren't incredible, but like Muradov's a decent win. Bruno Silva's a decent win. Like, his losses are to pretty fucking good competition too, man. Petrosky, I don't know, man. I think he's kind of fucking fraudulent, dude. I think he's likely to fucking, I don't know, man. I think GM3's gonna choke him. So yeah, that's my one that I'll give away right now. I'm telling you, dude. I agree. I definitely agree. So yeah, I mean, that's about. Let me see if there's anything else I want to say about this car before I get out of here, dude. This will be nice, man. It'll be nice, tidy 1.5 hour stream. Won't be up too late. So let's see. Schedule. Yeah, so Magny and Ian Gary and Neil Magny was kind of a late addition. It was supposed to be Gary and Jeff Neal. Dude, Jeff Neal. I mean, yeah, I guess that win over Luque is aging pretty well, right? But it's like, fuck, man. Neil is another guy I just cannot get right. So to me, it's like props to Magny for stepping in, but we fucking know what's gonna happen here probably. Probably gonna be Ian Gary piecing him up. Might be an Ian Gary knockout. I think it's I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that. Just weird. The co-main and the main, yeah, tune in to Aaron the Dog tomorrow. And yeah, I'll wait. I'll save my thoughts on the main card and early prelims. And yeah, I'll save the prelims. I'll save the prelim headliner Weidman Tavares. I will save. See, to me, Rodriguez Tululin will be a more entertaining fight than Weidman Tavares. I get why that's slotted higher. Like Weidman's a former champion, but man, I don't know, dude. I feel like Rodriguez Tululin will be more entertaining. I think it should be a little. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you could necessarily put it on the main card, but I mean, again, Blackshear. Shout out to Damon Blackshear. I'll mention that too. Quick turnaround, like real quick. Literally turning around the next week after nailing a historic twister against Jose Johnson, going to turn around and face Mario Batista. Way tougher competition on incredibly short notice. Back to back, main card of a pay per view. It's pretty crazy, dude. So credit to him. That's wild, man. Like Mario Batista, that way tougher than Jose Johnson, man. So if Blackshear pulls this off, if he beats Mario Batista, like Jose Johnson and Mario Batista back to back, holy shit. That'd be pretty impressive, man. So we'll see. But yeah, I will give you my pick on that one. Mañana. Again, the Petrosky GM3. Mearshard is too much of a dog to be plus 200. It's a little bit off. A little bit too steep. A little bit too tempting. Just forcing my hand, man. Forcing that trigger finger. Oh, man. You wouldn't be the only one, dude. That would send some shockwaves through the community, and some people would definitely be laughing. It would be pretty funny. That just seems like a little bit of a fucking alley-oop for Gary. But yeah, I think that's about all I got, man. The rest I'm gonna save for tomorrow. So yeah, going down in Boston, and it starts at a normal pay-per-view time. Early prelims kick off at 6:30. That's pretty standard. Main card starts at 10. So yeah, weird 12 fights. It's not. Ideally, you want 15, but I'm not expecting that every time. But man, 10 was really light. That's the bare minimum. Like 5 on the prelims, 5 on the main card. Like that's not crazy light, but a little bit for a pay-per-view. I don't know, man. I mean, usually you're not going to get more than 5 or 6 on a main card, but you at least want to have the prelims like stacked. 12 is, I don't know, man. Like I said, the main card isn't bad. It obviously would have been better if the Coco was Gary and Jeff Neal instead of Neil Magny. Like the main event, co-main, Coco isn't too bad. Vera Munoz should probably be hired. That should probably be the Coco. Should probably be opening up with Gary. But I mean, I understand why they made him the Coco. If it had been Neil, then yeah, that would have been appropriate. But with him and Magny, that's a fucking main card opener, dude. I don't know. I think Cheeto and Munoz are a little bit more established, or a little bit higher of a level, I'd say. Than I mean, Magny is he's a high end jobber, but Gary's like a prospect. But I get it. He's popular. He's super popular. Cheeto is too. But yeah, that's about all I got, man. That's about all I got. But yeah, little impromptu stream. Definitely not the normal time I do it, but I do appreciate everyone that stopped through. Y'all are the shit. I'm gonna pack one more up real quick and get the fuck up out of here. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna scram. The grinder's empty anyway. That's just my cue, man. I'm gonna take it. All right, man. Nice, short little stream. I appreciate everyone that came through. Like I said, UFC Vegas 78. Yeah, it was meh. I'll give it a C. A lot of first round finishes. I did okay. Broke even pretty much with the bets. Picks could have been better if not for the Dawodu robbery. But it is what it is. I will take the push as opposed to losing thousands and thousands of dollars. So that was UFC Vegas 78. Dana White Contender Series this week was not bad. Looking forward to seeing more from Aslan and Giovanni Giorgio. So yeah. And yeah, Contender Series is always a nice little break Tuesday, kind of something to do in the middle of the week. So maybe I will continue to cover that. I don't know. It usually doesn't line up with the times I stream, but I don't know, man. We'll see. Anyways, little 292 preview. Like I said, that is the one bet that I will reveal so far. I have 3 more underdog bets and 2 more parlays, and those will be revealed along with the rest of my picks. Well, technically today, but at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday, Aaron the Dog MMA. Shout out to my dude. I will be there talking about UFC 292 with him. Make sure y'all tune in. Subscribe to his channel if you're not already. Shout out to the boys at Post Sports Radio. Make sure y'all check out their Dana White Contender Series fight companion / betting companion stream that they did this evening. I was there briefly. I will also be there this Saturday. Make sure y'all sign up for the pub contest, man. The pub UFC Pick'em contest. It's free to sign up. Test your might. Test your prediction might with UFC. So yeah, man. Shout out to those boys. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog. Shout out to the fucking Dome, man. The best group chat in the world. Shout out to the General. Shout out to all the boys that were in here. Noah, Zach, Stubborn Mick. Shout out to Lobby, Scooby. Long time no see. Good to see you. Henny and Perb. Off that Henny and Perb was in here. Who else do we have in here, man? Shout out to you boys, though, dude. Charles Smith, good to see you. Thank you for being chill. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Big shout out to the general. I think I got everybody. Yeah, pretty sure I hit everyone. Sorry, man. Stuff y'all. This fucking pet dander. But yeah, I think that's everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. Have a good rest of the week. Good luck with your bets and shit. Like I said, tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to Aaron the Dog MMA for the UFC 292 breakdown. I appreciate it. Y'all are the shit. I will be back Friday for the UFC 292 weigh-ins. It will most likely be a ceremonial weigh-in pregame. But stay tuned for more details on that. Thank you again. Y'all are the shit. I will catch you boys on the next one. This has been just my 2 cents. Peace.